and the isothermal condition, a gas at 300 Kelvin expand from 0.1 liter to 0.25 liter against a constant external pressure of 2 bar. The
Okay.
work done by the gas is
What formula we can use here?
P delta V.
Very good. Very, very good. That is W is equal to minus P delta V. I'll be taking. Why I am taking negative sign here? The expansion work done by the gas.
expansion of
Yes, expansion work means that is negative sign only. P how much is given? We can take 2 bar. This one delta V we can take like V2 minus V1 we can take. This value we can take like 2 into 0.25 minus 0.1 liter I can take. Then this one if you simplify, you will be getting minus 0.30 liter bar we can take. 1 liter bar is equal to how many joules is given in the problem? It is given like 100 joules. Means this we can take like minus 0.30 into 100 joules. If you take, how much will get? Minus 30 joules will get. Minus 30 joules we get. Very good, very good approach. Now look at the question, whether this answer is there or not there. It is there or not there?
There.
Yes. And our answer is option
option
1. Very good. Now come to second question. Kavya, you read the problem.
A compound is formed by cation C and anion A. The anions form hexagonal close-packed lattice and the cations occupy 75% of octahedral voids. The formula of the compound is?
Yes. See, now you see this one, Purnima. Okay.
yes, sir.
Right. Now they are giving cation is C and the anion is A. Okay. Now this anion, it is going to occupy HCP lattice, and a cation, that is C, it is going to show a 75% of octahedral wires. Actually, there is a statement called how many HCPs are there, that many octahedral wires we can see, and twice the number of tetrahedral wires are present. Generally, this one only we are going to use. Octahedral wires, 2 into tetrahedral wires I am taking. Here, this C is cation. 75% of octahedral wires is given. 75% of octahedral wires is given. The 75% how I can take 3 by 4 I can take 3 by 4. This I can take 3 by 4. Here HCPs are 1 only. Nothing is given means only 1 will be given. If you do cross multiplication, C3, A4 we can write. C3, A4 we can write. Where this option is available? Look at the question. It is available or not? Yes, it is available. See, generally remember that the number.
I don't get how did you do?
Yes, that only I'm telling. Here, you don't have clarity about the concept. That is the first problem. But
Yes,
I'm telling what I'm telling is here cation C is there.
yes, sir.
Anion A is there.
Hmm.
See, anion is going to form HCP means only one I am considering.
Yes, sir.
then cation is occupying 75% means that I am taking as 3/4.
Okay, sir.
That only that 3/4 for what? For C it is 3/4. Got it?
Yes, sir.
For C it is 3/4. For A I am taking 1 only. Now if you combine these two compounds, C3 3/4 A means this 4 will come here only, Nora.
Yes,
Cross
sir.
multiplication, that only C3A4.
Okay, sir.
C3A4. That way only it took. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. Now come to the next question. This and all last year NEET question paper. One by one we'll discuss. Who is there in the group again? Amruta. Amruta. Amruta, read the question. Little louder, little loud. Right, means here they are telling the pH of a saturated solution is 9. What is the solubility product of CaOH taken twice? Okay, let us see this also. Now here the pH will be given as 9, whereas POH means what? POH plus pH is equal to 14 we can take, whereas POH is equal to 14 minus pH I can write. 14 minus pH I can write. The pH value is 14 minus 9. That is 5 I can take. If pH is 5, what about OH minus concentration? 10 power minus 5 I can take. If POH is 5, the OH minus ion concentration is 10 power minus 5. But we want a solubility product for CaOH taken twice. Here I can write Ca2 plus 2OH minus we can take. Ca plus 2OH minus we can take. Now here if you write KSP is equal to concentration of Ca2 plus into concentration of OH minus to the power 2. Now here the concentration of Ca2 plus I'll be writing as 10 power minus 5/2, and the concentration of OH minus as 10 power minus 5 whole power 2. Means here 2 times it is there. Half of this value is 10 power 5/2 I am taking. If I simplify this, I'll be getting 0.5 into 10 power minus 15 I'll get. 10 power minus 15 I'll get. Now look at the options where this answer is available. It is available as 0.5 into 10 power minus 15. Where it is available? Option 1. Got it how I took this value?
Yes.
Right. Now come to the next question. This the other one. Sapna is there in the group, no? Sapna,
Yes, sir.
read the problem. Read the problem.
The number of moles of hydrogen molecules required to produce 20 moles of ammonia through Haber processes.
Yes, means the number of moles of hydrogen is required to produce 20 moles of ammonia through a Haber process. For Haber process, what we can take the equation here, we can take the equation as N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to 2NH3. We can take, means this is a formation of ammonia by using Haber's process. From the balancing equation, we can tell that 3 moles of ammonia, 3 moles of hydrogen, it is going to produce 2 moles of ammonia. 2 moles of ammonia. Suppose if you take 20 moles of ammonia can be produced from how many moles of hydrogen? Just a cross multiplication. X into 2 is equal to 3 into 20. Here 2 ones are, here 2 tens are. Directly we can take X is equal to 30 moles of hydrogen is required for the production of 20 moles of ammonia. 20 moles of ammonia. Now look at the question where this option is available. Option 3 it is there. The number of moles of hydrogen required to produce 20 moles of ammonia through Haber process is how many moles? 30 moles. 30 moles. Any doubt is there regarding this one? Maybe no doubt. Now here one Pratik Srinivasa Murthy is there.
Yes, sir.
Right. You read this problem, Pratik. Next problem I will show you. Just
Yes,
read
sir.
the problem. Then we go with that.
Yes, sir.
Now, right. See, what is the question here?
For ideal solution, the correct option is.
Yes. For ideal solution, what is the correct option?
Okay.
Which one is correct generally? Any guess is
Op-
there regarding this? Which one is correct, Ra?
I think third one, sir.
Very good. Very, very good. See, here, when we speak about ideal solutions, when we speak about ideal solutions, we can consider like the delta H mixing is equal to 0 at a constant temperature and pressure, and delta V mixing is equal to 0 at a constant temperature and pressure. But here the delta S mixing is greater than 0 we can call, and delta G mixing less than 0 we can call, less than 0 we can call. See, these two terms we are not aware, but generally we knew that delta H mixing is equal to 0 for ideal solutions. Delta V mixing also is equal to 0 for ideal solutions. But here if you see this delta S mixing greater than 0 means its value may be a positive entropy we can get. And if the mixing is easier here, mixing is easier means we can consider the process as spontaneous. That is the reason we are taking delta S mixing is greater than 0 and delta G mixing is less than 0 we are taking. Okay, now that is the reason we are going with option 3, right? Option 3 is the right answer for the given question. Now come to the next question. What is that next question? Who is going to read this one? I'll give chance to Pooja. Pooja, read this problem, Ra. Pooja. Pooja. She's not responding. Why?
Hello, sir.
Pooja. Hello.
Hello, sir.
I cannot hear your voice. It was very low voice.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Purnima, you read this problem, Ra.
For a cell involving one electron, E naught of cell is equal to 0.59 volts at 298 Kelvin. The equivalent constant for the cell reaction is?
Yes. Here, how many electrons involved? One electron is involved. The E naught value is given as how much? 0.59 is given, correct? Now, let us take a whiteboard as usual. I'll be taking equation that is E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.0591 by n log q. Q, if I take, what we can call this? Q is nothing but reaction quotient.
Constant.
Very good. At equilibrium, we can call Q is equal to Kc, I can call, correct? And
Yes.
at equilibrium, the E cell will become zero only, na? The E cell will become zero only. This equation I can write 0 minus E naught cell minus 0.0591 by n log Kc I'll be taking. Log Kc I'll be taking. Right. Now, from this I am going to calculate the log Kc value. Log Kc value. This we can take like log Kc is equal to log Kc is equal to E naught cell by 0.059 we can take. 0.059 we can take, but here n is equal to how much? One electron only given in the problem. Then E naught cell value is how much? That is 0.59 by 0.059 is equal to how much we can take? 10 we can take. Then Kc is equal to log Kc is equal to 10. Kc is equal to 10 to the power 10 we can write. 10 to the power 10 we can write. This 10 to the power 10, where it is there? Let us look at the question. Where it is available? Yes. In option 3 we can see 1 into 10 to the power 10 is there. That is why we are going with option 1.
The last can you repeat, sir?
Which one, Ra?
The log k is equal to 10 you have written, then you have
Log Kc is equal to 10 Ra. Then Kc how we can write, Ra? 10 to the power 10 only, no, Ra? Mathematical calculation.
Okay, sir.
That's all. Nothing. There is no new thing there, right? Now, come to the next question. Kavya, read this problem, Ra.
Among the following, the one that is not greenhouse gases.
Yes. Which one is not a greenhouse gas, Ra?
Ozone.
Ozone.
Ozone, sir.
Ozone is greenhouse gas, Ra. Which one is not greenhouse gas? They are asking. Methane also.
Sulfur dioxide.
Very good. Sulfur dioxide is the it is not a greenhouse gas. Remaining all are greenhouse gases only. Actually, this also they asked last year. This type of questions comes, everybody is going to lose marks only. Even if they give this type of questions to me, myself also going to lose mark only.
In JEE they asked, sir, this question.
Yes, yes. Actually, from last year when they started online JEE exam, that
Yes,
time
sir.
only they started this type of questions. Okay. Now look at this question number 8. The number of sigma bonds and pi bonds in pent-2-ene and 4-ine. Right? Pent-2-ene and 4-ine. I'll take that. What is that? Pent-2-ene, comma 4-ine we can take. Now I'll be taking carbon, 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 carbon. Pent-2-ene, then 4-ine. The remaining bonds I'll be writing like this. Here satisfied, here also over. Here one is there, and here also one is there, and here you can take here one, and here one. How many sigma bonds? 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then 10. All single bonds are sigma bonds only. Here two bonds are there, that is two
Miss-
pi bonds, and here
One
one more
sig-
pi bond. What ra?
Yes, sir.
10 sigma
Actually,
bonds and 3 pi bonds ra. Any doubts ra regarding this? The one which I am writing here. This is a double bond ra. A double bond like this. In double bond, one is sigma, the other one is pi bond ra. Okay. Getting what I'm telling here?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Right.
sir.
How many sigma bonds are there?
10
10
bonds.
sigma bonds are there. How many
Three.
pi bonds are there? 3 pi bonds are there. They did not mention whether it is CH sigma bonds or CC sigma bonds. They said just sigma bonds. That is why I'm going with this particular one. Okay. Right. Now look at the question. Where it is available? Option 1, it is available 10 sigma bonds and 3 pi bonds we can take. Now come to this one. Read this one. Shantala. 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 Sapna. Pratik.
Yes, sir.
Read.
Which
Shantala,
of
read.
the following
Uh,
diatomic molecule?
uh,
Which
which
of
of
the following diatomic molecular species has only pi bonds according to molecular orbital theory?
very good. Which of the following has only pi bonds according to molecular orbital theory? What option is given? First one, oxygen, nitrogen, C2 and Be2, correct? Now let us take that, then we will decide. See, one note to everyone, when chemical bond is coming, don't neglect MOT. From MOT, from 2016 till today, every year one question you can expect from MOT only. Okay, even if you refer the papers, and very clearly you can see the questions from chemical bonding. Okay, now energy level diagram, what we can take here? Sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, then sigma 2pz2, pi 2px2, pi 2py2, then pi star 2px1 and the pi star 2py1, pi star 2py1. If you come to nitrogen, what we can write? Sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, and what we can write? Pi 2px2, pi 2py2 and sigma 2pz2. Why I am writing like this, Purnima? Less than 14 electrons one sequence, more than 14 electrons one sequence. Idea is there now? Getting what I'm speaking here? I am writing sigma 2pz last here means higher energy. Sigma 2pz first here means when 14 electrons below, we'll be writing this order. And if you take above 14 electrons, sigma 2pz will come first, followed by pi 2px2, pi 2py2, pi star 2px1, pi star 2py1. This is paramagnetic and this is diamagnetic. Now for C2 you can take like sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2 you can take. Then what else we can write? Pi 2p x2 is equal to pi 2p y2 we can write. Means what they asked in the question, the one which has the involvement of only pi bondings, means only this here. In addition to pi, sigma there. In addition to pi, sigma is there here. If you take this beryllium 2, sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. That's all. Nothing is there beyond this. Right. Only for C2, we can select where the involvement of pi electrons we can call. Now look at the question here, where we can see this involvement of pi bonds. Where we can see only pi bonds is here in C2 molecule, but in O2 and N2, we can see both sigma as well as pi we can see. Okay. Is it clear to everyone this question?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, come to the question number 10. Which of the following? Read one of you, read the question, Pooja.
Hello, sir.
Right. Pratik, read the question. Ra.
Which of the following reaction are disproportional reaction?
Disproportionation
Oh, sorry,
reactions.
sir. Disproportionation reaction.
Disproportionation reactions means what Ra, actually? Any idea is there regarding this disproportionation?
So it's log reaction.
Right. I'll take that. Let us see the examples one by one. Now I'll clear this first, then we can take the equations. But what is the meaning of disproportionation before that? That I'm taking Cu
Which
plus,
can undergo both oxidation and reduction.
once again you repeat, Ra.
It can undergo both oxidation and reduction.
It's not like that. It is correct only. The same element which undergoes both oxidation as well as reduction, that type of reactions are known as disproportionation reaction. Right. Now,
Yes.
here it is plus 1. Na? Plus 1 to plus 2, what happens? Increase in oxidation number, that is oxidation. And here copper metal is given. In the metallic state, its oxidation number is
Zero.
0. Then it is reduction. Then I can call this as a disproportionation reaction. Means in disproportionation reaction, we can see both oxidation as well as reduction. Clear? Now,
Yes.
come to the next equation, that is MnO4 minus MnO4 2 minus plus H plus gives rise to MnO4 minus plus MnO2 plus H2O we can take. H2O we can take. Here MnO4 2 minus means X minus 8 is equal to minus 2. X is equal to plus 6. Here plus 6 2. Here what we can write? X minus 8 is equal to minus 1. X is equal to plus 7. Here I can say this one is oxidation. But if I take MnO2 here, X minus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to plus 4. Then I can take this as a reduction. Then come to the next option, that is KMnO4 gives rise to K2MnO4. K2MnO4 plus MnO2 plus O2 we can take. Here KMnO4 how much? Plus 7. KMnO4 or MnO4 minus plus 7 only. Here it is plus 6. Here it is plus 4. Plus 7 to plus 6 decrease. Plus 7 to plus 4 decrease. Then it is not disproportionation reaction. It is not a disproportionation reaction. Clear? Apart from this, the last one we can take MnO4 minus plus Mn2 plus H2O gives rise to MnO2 plus H plus we are taking. Here MnO4 plus 7. Here it is plus 4. Here plus 2 plus 4. We can say like this. Here also we cannot predict plus 7 to plus 4. Here two different elements. But we are telling same element should undergo both oxidation as well as reduction. That type of reactions are known as disproportionation reactions. Disproportionation reactions. Okay. Now, how many are undergoing disproportionation? I can go this as if it is option A, and this is option B, and option C, and option D, where we can see only option A and option B, we can see disproportionation. Remaining all, there is no disproportionation reactions. Now, look at the question, whether it is there or not there. Yes, it is there. A and B, you can see the disproportionation reactions. Okay, now come to the next question. One of you read this one. Who is going to read this question? Who is going to read this question?
Among the following, the narrow spectrum antibiotic is penicillin.
That's all. Nothing to explain. Nothing is there to explain here. Direct question. Right.
Yes.
Which of them going to show a narrow spectrum? That is penicillin Z. We are going with the option 1. Now come to the next question. That is this particular one. The correct order of amines. What order we can select for amines here? Any idea regarding this? The correct order of amines, that is methyl substituted amines in aqueous solution is? Okay.
Secondary amine greater than primary amine greater than tertiary.
Very good. Who said this? Purnima only, yeah?
Kavya.
Very, very good. Very, very good, Kavya. Right. Here we can take secondary amine, that is CH3 taken twice, NH, followed by primary amine, followed by tertiary amine. Okay, very good. Then why we selected like this? Anybody, any idea is there? Here, all amines are acting as Lewis bases, right? Lewis bases. Here, how many CH3 groups are there? 2 CH3 groups, means 2 plus I groups are there. 2 plus I groups are there. Here, how many groups are there? 1 plus I groups are there. 1 plus I group is present. And here, 3 plus I groups are there. What is this plus I am writing here? A positive inductive effect, means the electron donating groups are going to show a positive inductive effect. Okay. Now, here I can say why we selected this. Because of the protonation of this secondary amine, we can expect 2 hydrogen bonds here. We can expect 2 hydrogen bonds here and 2 I groups. But here only 1 I group. Because of protonation, this NH2 becomes NH3. We can expect 3 hydrogen bonds here. We can expect 3 hydrogen bonds. Means 1 I group, 3 hydrogen bonds we can take here. 3 I groups and only 1 hydrogen bonding we can expect. Only 1 hydrogen bond we can expect here. Clear? Means here the contribution from hydrogen bonding and the contribution from alkyl group, that is electronic effect, both it is showing equal in magnitude. That is why first priority I am giving secondary amine. And the second case, we can see only plus I group, but even if you take plus I group is very less and hydrogen bonding is more. Hydrogen bonding is more, means here hydrogen bonding is more in number, but here I group is more and hydrogen bonding is less. When we take alkyl group like methyl group, it is going to show less steric hindrance, lesser steric hindrance when compared to the other higher groups of these alkyl groups. Suppose if you take C2H5, that time its effect will be more when compared to CH3. The CH3 effect will be nil. That is the reason if you take ethyl amines, we can take C2H5 taken twice NH, that is secondary amines, followed by tertiary amines, that is C2H5 taken thrice N, followed by ethyl amines we can take, that is C2H5 NH2 we can write. Means here what happens, this one is first contribution, secondary greater than tertiary greater than primary here. Here you can take secondary greater than primary greater than tertiary. Even hydrogen bonding is more, that only we are going to give priority because of less steric hindrance of CH3 when compared to C2H5. That is why we can go with which option. Let us see the question where this option is available. This we can see in the first option, that is secondary amine greater than primary amine greater than tertiary amine we can take. Is it clear? Any doubts are there regarding this? Right. Now, the next one is what? 13th question. Read, one of you read the question actually here. Pratik? Smita? Smita? See why I am telling you to read the question now, only you can understand what is there in the data, Ra. For that only. Ra. Pratik, you read the question, Ra.
Which mixture of the solution which led to the formation of negative charged colloids?
Okay.
AgL minus Sol.
AgL, AgI, I minus Sol. AgI, I minus Sol means what actually it is? It is nothing but a negatively charged Sol. Negatively charged Sol we can take. In this negatively charged Sol, we can take one statement here. That statement is the charge present on the colloids. Charge present on the colloidal solution. Colloidal solution is due to adsorption of common ion. Is due to adsorption of common ion. Common ion from where? From dispersion medium.
Yes, sir.
Dispersion medium. Right. Now, dispersion medium is what here? We can consider potassium iodide as the dispersion medium. From this only, the I minus will come and accommodate around the surface of the precipitate. Surface of the precipitate. Now, if you look at the question here, where we can expect more, where there is a number of moles where it is greater, there we can expect very good. Option 2 we can expect, means the number of moles will be more. 50 into 2 if you take, what happens? It will be coming like 100. This particular place it will be high. That is why we are going with the option 2. No need to worry about this present data. This data is useless. Even if it is given, just to confuse us, they are giving like this. But this data is not required for us. Straight away, we go with a dispersion medium. That only we are going to take it as 50 ml of 2 mki we can take. Okay. Now, come to this one. What is this one? Kavya, read.
Conjugate base for Bronsted acids H2O and HFR.
Right. Conjugate base for H2O and HF they are asking. Generally, if you come to Arrhenius acid base theory, what we can write? Acids has conjugate base means acid minus H plus is equal to conjugate base I can write. Acid minus H plus is equal to conjugate base. Here what acid is given? H2O is given minus H plus. What will get? OH minus is the conjugate base. And the other one HF minus H plus. HF minus H plus if you take, what will happen? This particular one.
F minus.
Very good. Sometimes this pen option also, it will give trouble to us. That is the reason we should go and come back from the questions to again. Right. Now it will come maybe. Right. Now HF minus H plus is equal to F minus, means OH minus and F minus. These two are conjugate bases. Now look at the question where these options are available. Yes, option 3, OH minus and F minus are the conjugate bases for acids H2O and HF we can take. Now come to the next question. Next question, who is going to read? Anybody, one of you take responsibility and read the question. Amruta? Amruta? Right. Purnima, you read.
Which will make a basic buffer?
Which
Option
will,
should I read, sir?
right, that also should read. Which will make a buffer solution, it seems.
50 ml of 0.1 m of NaOH plus
Okay.
25 ml of 0.1 m CH3 acetic acid. And second option, 100 of 0.1 m of acetic acid plus 100 ml of 0.1 m of NaOH. Third option, 100 ml of 0.1 m HCl plus 200 ml of 0.1 m NH4OH. Fourth option, 100 ml of 0.1 m HCl plus 100 ml of 0.1 m NaOH.
Right. What is the meaning of basic buffer? Basic buffer meaning is what? Basic buffer means it is a combination of weak base and it's a salt with the strong acid. This only, na?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now I go with the options one by one. Here basic buffer means it should be weak base, but NaOH is strong base. Then I can ignore this one, na? First one. Whatever the data is there,
Yes,
I am not going to consider. Now second one, if you see the second one also, it is weak acid and a strong base. This also I am not going to consider. Now in this I am going to consider weak base and it's salt with the strong acid. Straight away I can go with this. Straight away
Option third one.
I can go with this. And even if you see the fourth one, strong acid and a strong base. Strong acid, strong base. There is no buffer solution. There is no hydrolysis. There is no hydrolysis. Is it clear? Right? Getting, if you know the concept, it is very easy to pick this problem. Just if you look at the data, it will be like what? If you don't know anything, by looking at the question, what will happen? Immediately we decided -4 only, nothing other than that, nothing. Right. Now come to 16th question. 16th question is what, Ra? Pooja, read, Ra. Kavya.
The compound that is most difficult to protonate is.
The compound that is
Most difficult to protonate.
most difficult to protonate. Which one is more difficult to protonate here? Look at this and tell me. Decide, you people decide and let me know which one is more difficult to protonate.
Fourth one.
Fourth one. How you are telling fourth one? How you are telling fourth one? Right. What you said, it is very, very correct. Because in H2O, we can see only lone pair repulsions. Even in this case also, we can remove because of electronegativity difference. But even here also, we can see. But if you see the fourth option, what happens? It is involved in. It is involved in what?
Resonance.
Very good. It is involved in resonance. That is why it is very difficult to protonate this phenol. Then you can take this CH3OH and you can take H2O and you can take OCH3 and OCH3 like this. Means here, because this one is going to involve, because of this high involvement in the resonance, it is very difficult to protonate in this case. That is the reason we are going with option 4.
So it's phenol and OH, sir. Phenol, sir. pH.
That pH is phenyl group, or the pH is nothing but the phenyl group. What is the question actually? Read the question actually. What question is given? That the compound
Most difficult. The compound
that is most difficult to protonate. Which one is most
Protonate.
difficult to protonate? Phenol only.
So I thought option.
Option 4. Option 4 only given
Okay, sir.
due to the right. See, this particular question, you can see here, this pH we are telling, no? This pH only we are considering as a phenol.
Yes, sir.
See, this, that only I'll show here. See, even if it is pH, it represents phenyl. This phenyl, what is going to happen when we write resonance like this? Here the lone pair of electrons are involved in resonance. What happens? It is going to get a positive charge here like this, O, plus like this, H, the negative charge. This and this will be as usual. This pH represents phenyl. Phenyl is nothing but C6H5 bond OH I can take. Bond OH I can take. After forming this positive charge, it is very difficult to protonate in the case of phenol because of resonance I can call. Because of resonance I can consider. It is clear, Purnima? Purnima, it is
Sir,
okay? Right.
phenyl is C6H5OH, sir.
Yes, Ra.
Then
Yes,
they
Ra.
have given phenyl. pH, then
Ah.
bond OH. Sir.
Yes, that
So it can be
phenyl.
meta.
They did not give anything. See, phenol means if you take only one group, there is no meta, there is no para, there is no ortho. Only one OH is there, no? Tell ra.
So no,
Only
sir. Phenyl is C6H5OH.
H5. Who said phenyl
Yes,
is?
sir, H5OH. Phenyl.
That's all.
Then here pH, then OH is given, sir.
This
pH,
pH, this pH only C6H5 ra.
only
This pH only C6H5.
okay, sir.
Okay. Right. Benzyl means other different. Benzyl is different from phenyl. Phenyl and aryl both are same only. Benzyl only different. Right. Now you see here the most suitable reagent for the following reactions. What is the name of this compound? Propyne, that is but2-ine, which an reaction with following any one of the reagent, it gives cis-2-butene. When we get cis-2-butene, when we take a partial reduction with hydrogen by using pelladized carbon in the presence of quinoline, it gives cis-butene. If you take sodium in liquid ammonia, it gives trans-butene. It gives trans-butene. Getting what I'm speaking here? Means here if you take this particular one, I'll take that one first. What is given here? CH3, C triple bond C, CH3. If I take H2, that is partial reduction by using pelladized carbon in the presence of quinoline, which is known as a Lindlar's catalyst, which is known as a Lindlar's catalyst. This is used to produce cis alkene. The same reaction, if you use sodium in liquid ammonia, it gives a trans alkene. Here, for trans alkene production, one named reaction is given, that is Birch reduction. The name of the reaction is Birch reduction we can take. Then this one, Lindlar's catalyst, other than here, where else we used dra? We used in preparation of aldehydes, that is RCOCl
Yes, sir.
in the presence of pelladized BaSO4. It gives RCHO as the product. What is the name of the reaction? Rosenmund reduction. Rosenmund reduction we can take. Okay, that is why which option we can select here? Which option we can select here? We can select option 2 is the right answer, and option 1 for which one ra?
Birch.
Trans alkenes, Birch reduction. Then here ZnCl we are using for preparation of haloalkanes. And if you take Hg2 plus and H plus in the presence of H2O, where we are using isomerization reaction. Idea is there? Isomerization reaction. The other name is keto-enol tautomerism. We can see in the case of alkenes and alcohols, enol form is converting into either keto or aldehyde form. That is keto-enol tautomerism. Right. Now come to the next question. Read this question, Ra.
Which of the following species is not stable?
Which is not stable? Why? Tell me the reason directly. Which one we can take? Any idea regarding this? See, first of all, this and all from which chapter? 14th group. correct?
Yes, sir.
All are from 14th group. SiF6 2 minus, okay, we can adjust because fluorine is in small size. Germanium, after silicon only germanium will come. After germanium, tin. After tin, what will come? Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead
Lead.
we can take. Means if you come to the third member, here the atomic size also increases, which can accommodate 6 Cl ions. And here after germanium only, Sn also will come. Even Sn also we can write accommodate OH minus because Sn is bigger central atom which can accommodate 6 OH minus. And if you come to SiCl6 2 minus and the silicon atomic number is 14 whereas chlorine atomic number is 17, the silicon is surrounded by 6 bigger Cl minus ions, which is very difficult to accommodate or which is very difficult to form octahedral species. All these are octahedral species. All these are octahedral species. But here, the only one which is not possible is SiCl6 2 minus. SiCl6 2 minus. Is it clear what I'm speaking here? Because of small size, F can accommodate around silicon. Because of bigger size, S cannot silicon cannot accommodate chlorine around it. That is the reason we are telling that the fourth option is incorrect option. Incorrect option we can take. Is it clear what I'm speaking here?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now let us go with the next question. Today nicely we completed almost 19 questions. Now come to this particular one. Which one? Which of the following is an amphoteric acid? Which one is amphoteric acid here?
Beryllium.
Very good. Beryllium oxide as well as beryllium hydroxide. Beryllium oxides as well as beryllium hydroxides are amphoteric in nature. Amphoteric in nature. The beryllium is going to show a diagonal relationship with the aluminum. Now, this beryllium hydroxide, which can react with acids, that is BeOH taken twice, plus 2HCl gives rise to BeCl2 plus 2H2O I can write, means salt and water. And the same beryllium hydroxide, when it reacts with base like NaOH, that is 2NaOH, it gives Na2BeOH4. We can write. What is the name of this compound? This we can write like BeOH4 2 minus I can write. What is the name of this compound? Tetrahydroxido berylate 2. We can write like this. Tetrahydroxo or hydroxido. Some books oxo is there, some books ido is there. Hydroxido berylate 2 I can write. Why I am writing berylate 2? X minus 4 is equal to minus 2, which implies X is equal to plus 2. That represents oxidation state. Okay, understood what I'm doing here? That is the reason I'm going with which option here? We can take directly option 4. Very good. Now, come to this particular one. Which answer is correct here? In the following reaction, the intermediate is what? What is the name of this compound actually, Pratik? Pratik Srinivas Murthy? Hey, if it is right or wrong, just open your mouth. That is what my request. See, if you don't know, we are here to learn only. Here we are not going to insult anyone. We are not going to point out anyone. Just if you don't know, we'll stress that points. That's all. What is the name of this reactant?
Cumin.
Very good. Cumin is also known as isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene. Isopropyl benzene which undergo oxidation, it gives cumin hydroperoxide. This only the cumin hydroperoxide, which is an intermediate, which is an intermediate. This cumin hydroperoxide, which on hydrolysis, it gives what? Phenol and acetone as the product. Phenol and acetone as the product. This is the commercial method for the preparation of phenol. Commercial method for the preparation of phenol. Right, Pratik understood this? Pratik, got it what I am telling? Okay, then here we can go with which option, Purnima?
Second one, sir.
Very good. Cumin hydroperoxide we can take. Now come to the next question. The manganate and permanganate ions are tetrahedral due to what? Right. Manganate and permanganate means what we can take? Manganate formula is what? Manganate formula is what? MnO4 2 minus, that is manganate, whereas MnO4 minus is permanganate. Permanganate we can take. Now both are going to show tetrahedral, and I said here we can see charge transfer. Because of the charge transfer only they are colored. Manganate, permanganate is purple color, whereas manganate is green color we can take. Manganate is green color we can take. This MnO4 2 minus we can take Mn, a double bond O, a double bond O, single bond O negative charge, and a single bond O negative charge. MnO4 minus we can take one double bond O, the second double bond O, the second double bond O, single second bond O. Because here the oxidation number +7, that is why we can see 7 bonds, and here oxidation number is +6, that is why we can see 6 bonds here. Correct. Now if you see this, what type of bonding, pi bonding we can see here? Mn belongs to which block? D block, means D electrons from this one and P electrons from oxygen, it forms D pi P pi bonds. Here also what we can see? A D pi P pi bond we can see even in the case of MnO4 2 minus as well as MnO4 minus. MnO4 minus. That is why if you look at the option where we can see the pi bonding involves the overlap of p orbitals of oxygen with the d orbitals of magnesium. Directly I can go with the option 1. I am not even looking at the any other options because I decided the first option is right option, but second option anyhow when we look at that, here it is no bonding is given. Third option it is given p orbitals of oxygen, p orbitals of manganese, that is wrong. Then last one, d orbitals of oxygen. In oxygen there is no d orbitals, and d orbitals of manganese is right. That is why oppositely given the 3 and 4th statements. Then I am going with option 1 only. Option 1 only we can select. Now come to the question number 22. Answer this actually for the second period elements. Arrange them in the increasing order of ionization enthalpy. What ionization enthalpy? They are telling first ionization enthalpy. First ionization enthalpy, how to consider? Which one is correct? Any idea is there regarding this? Right. Now I take the question. Second, option 3, yeah, we'll see that. I'll take first options: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, and neon. Beryllium we can take like 1s2, 2s2 configuration. Nitrogen we can take 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Oxygen we can take 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 we can take. Boron we can take 1s2, 2s2, 2p1 I can take. 2p1 I can take. If you take beryllium and boron, beryllium will be showing higher ionization enthalpy. If you take nitrogen and oxygen, the nitrogen is going to show higher ionization enthalpy because of half filled p electrons. Here it is going higher ionization enthalpies when compared to 16th group, and because of the completely filled s electrons, the beryllium will be showing higher ionization enthalpy when compared to boron. Then I can write like lithium less than boron,
Boron,
less than
beryllium,
beryllium,
then
less than
carbon,
carbon, then
like
oxygen,
oxygen,
then
nitrogen,
nitrogen,
fluorine, neon.
fluorine, neon we can take. Where this option is available in the question, when we look at this, we can see this one in the option 2.
Option 2, sir.
Right, that is the reason I'm going with the option 2 here. Now come to the next question. Here, what is given? The rate constant for a first order reaction is given is K, and the time required for the completion of 90% of the reaction, 99
Yes.
percentage maybe,
No, sir.
99.
90%
Okay, okay,
of
okay,
the
wait. 90% of the reaction we can take. Okay, then who is going to solve this problem? Anybody, can you try this? Anybody, can you try this? Right. Actually, it is not 90%, it is 99%. Just correct it. It is a 99%. Right. Then only we can go with the options which we are getting. Otherwise, we don't get. 99% you take. 99% means what is the first order reaction? Any idea is there first order reaction? Anybody? K is equal to 2.303 by T
T into
log R naught by
R
R.
not divided by R.
R. Right? Then here how much I said, how much I completed? 2.303 by T log initial concentration 100. How much completed? 100
100
minus
minus
99
99.9.
completed. Then this how we can write? K is equal to 2.303 by T log 100 I can take directly. This log 100 I can take 10 square. This we can take like K is equal to 2.3032. 2 log 10 I can take a.
Yes, sir.
This 2 log 10 base 10 1 only. K is equal to 2.303 into 2 by T we can tell. Then T is equal to 4.606 by K we can take. Where this is available in the question, T is equal to 4.606 by K. It is available in the option
3.
1. Sorry, option 3. Now here 90 is given, no? Let us try with 90 also. What answer we expect? Any other is going to match? K is equal to 2.303 by T log 100 by 10. This 10, this 10. Then T is equal to 2.303 by K. Right. Means here we can take option 4 we can take. Means if you take 90, option 4, and if you take 99, It is option 3. Actually, I referred 2-3 websites. In that one question paper it is given 90%, in other question paper it is given 99%. 99%. That is why here, as per this question, we go with option 4. If you take 99 in place of 90, you can you get 4.606 by K we get. Right. Now, identify the incorrect statement regarding PCl5 from the following. Identify and let me know. What is the first one? 3 equatorial PCl bonds make an angle of 120 degree with each other. The second one is
Option 4 is wrong.
very good, very good, excellent. Very good. 3 PCl bonds. Directly I go with the structure of PCl5. That PCl5 structure, if you take what structure we can expect for PCl5? Trigonal bipyramidal. Trigonal bipyramidal we can take. These 3 are equatorial bonds where we can see the bond angle how much? 120 degree we can
120.
expect. The axial bond length how much we can expect? The second
90.
statement we can see that the 2 PCl bonds make an angle of 180 degree with each other. It means what we can say here, this one is 190 degree and this one also another 90 degree, both together 180 degree each other we can say. And the third statement, when we come here, what we can see, axial PCl bonds are longer than equatorial PCl bonds. It means what we can say here, it is going to cause more repulsions. The axial bond lengths are going to cause more repulsions. That is the reason we can expect a higher bond lengths here. Higher bond lengths here. Generally, the axial bond length is 240 picometer, whereas the equatorial bond length is 202 picometer we can take. Means all these 3 statements are correct. The left one is what, Ra? The left one is fourth one, which is non-reactive, is a wrong statement, which is more reactive we can say. Right. Now, come to this one. Which one is going to arrange these in the increasing order of energies? Right. Which one you are going to write in the increasing order of energies? First, let us take a decreasing order of energies only. What we can take here? 4D, 5D, 5F, 6P is there. 4D. I clear this. 4D, 5D, then 5F, and 6P is given. Now I'll be writing N plus L values. N plus L values. For S orbital, L value 0, P orbital 1, D orbital 2, F orbital 3. This idea is there now for everyone?
Yes.
Now for 5F, 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Then decreasing order means first one is this, followed by, then 5D is there and 6P is there. 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Then 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. And 4D, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6 we can take. Now tell me, as per the options given here, which one we go? 6P we should go, then 5P we should come. Which one? 6P and 5D is given, no? Here see, in the options it is given 5P here. Here also it is given 5P here. It is 5D. Okay, which one is correct here as per the options? Option?
Yeah.
Very good, excellent. Our answer is first one, Ra. Why we are going with first one? 5F is followed by 6P followed by 5D followed by 4D. It means when both are having same n plus L value, when both are having same n plus value, the one which has lower n value will fill first, followed by higher n value. That is why it is higher energy, followed by this 5F, 6P, 5D, at last 4D. That first option, you make it as in place of 5P as 5D you take. Right. That is why we are going with the option 1. Option 1 we can take. Right. Now come to the next question. The biodegradable polymer is, what is the biodegradable polymer here?
Second option.
Very good. What is the monomers for nylon 2, nylon 6? Nylon 2, nylon 6, okay, no problem. What is the monomers? Glycine and amino caproic acid. Glycine and amino caproic acid. Nylon 6,6. Hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid. Nylon 6. Caprolactam. Buna S. 1,3 butadiene and styrene. Correct? In this, the biodegradable polymer is nylon 2, nylon 6. Directly, I am going with next question. Any doubts here? No doubts, no?
No, sir.
Right. Kavya, any doubts, Ra?
No, sir.
Right. Now come to this question. XeF4 shape is what, Ra? Square planar. XeF6 shape, Ra? Distorted octahedral. XeOF4 square pyramidal. XeO3 pyramidal. Right. Shall I draw the structures or not required? Tell Ra.
No, sir.
Right. See, XeO3 you can take directly like this. It is a matter of 1 minute. I will complete this with one lone pair here. This is pyramidal. And XeOF4, that is oxygen like this, fluorine like this, fluorine like this, fluorine like this, fluorine like this. XeF4, it will be like this. And XeF6, it will be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F, 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 F. Finally, F with one lone pair of electrons like this. Now we can see where this is. Which one is correct right here? We can go with the option 2. Yes, option 2 only correct for the given question. Then come to the next question, that is 28. Which one is correct, Ra? Which is the correct thermal stability order for H2E? H2E. Which one we can take? Generally, very good. Which one, Ra?
Third option.
Third option. Third one. Because from H2O to H2PO, the thermal stability decreases. Here the increasing order from H2PO to H2O, the thermal stability increases. The next question. The correct statement for the bromium octoxide, tribromium octoxide, which is the correct one. Directly I can go with the option 1. Right. See, bromine belongs to 17th group. Then 7 bonds should be there. Here 6, here 1 is there. Here also 6, 1 is there. For the middle one, just they are taking 6 bonds. Even then it is correct. Right. We are representing this type of structure only. It is there in NCERT textbook directly. For some structures, there is no particular reason. Maybe here they may involve one covalent bond also not possible here. Just they consider like this. We go with the book as the option 1. No other explanation for this. Directly structure we are dealing. The same thing we are copying and selecting one as the answer. Okay. Now come to this 30th one. An alkene A on reaction with water
O3
O3, it
and
gives propanone and ethanol in equimolar ratio, it seems. Equimolar ratio. Addition of HCl to alkene A gives B as the major product. The structure of B is, see, what is the use of Wood analysis? First you tell me why we are using Wood analysis. To know the exact location of the double bond. To know the exact location of the double bond or triple bond, we are going to use which one? Ozone analysis test. But bromine in CCl4 and Bayer's reagent, just we are using only for whether the compound is saturated or not. See which alkene will give these products, right? Now here they give some products here. The structure of B is given. Now we are going to do a trial with the alkene. Now I am going to take one compound that is like this. Now I am going to take this one, that is C double bond CH CH3. Depending on the products, I am telling this. CH3, then CH3 like this. Is it alkene? Yes. This alkene is reacting with O3. Means what it will give? It will come and attack at a double bond position. That is CH3, then CH3 like this. Then here one H, then CH3, and then oxygen, then another oxygen, like this will be writing. It is known as a triozonide compound. Triozonide compound, which on hydrolysis by using zinc dust, it gives, this is one product, that is one product, and this one will be the other product. That I can write like CH3 C double bond O CH3 plus CH3 CHO. Whatever hydrogen is there, it is going to mix with this, then it will be giving like H2O2. We got one propanone and the other one is one ethanol. Both are in same ratio, 1 mole only we got. The same A, when it reacts with HCl, when it reacts with HCl, if you apply Markovnikov's rule, the negative part of the reagent, it is going to attack a doubly bonded carbon which contains less number of hydrogen atoms. Then I can write CH3 CCH3, then Cl, then CH2 CH3, CH2 CH3. This option where it is not available, right? We see that. Now I'll come to this where it is available, Ra. This only, very good. Second one, third one, second one only, Ra. Third one,
Third option.
Third one, sir.
third one.
Options.
See the question once, where it is there here. Right here it is like this. It means CH2 CH3 Cl, then CH3, then CH3 like this. Like this only, na?
Yes.
What is the name of this compound? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 2-chloro 2-methyl butane.
Butane.
2-chloro 2-methyl butane. Enge irukku? Let us see that. Right. 2-chloro 2-methyl butane.
Option 3, sir.
Option
It's a 3.
3, 2-chloro 2-methyl butane.
Yes, sir.
Where?
The numbering, it's 3, sir.
Numbering. Now numbering it's 3. Correct ra. Correct ra. Right. Right. Good ra. Good ra. Right. What is this ra? Question number 31.
Enzymes that utilize ATP in phosphate transfer require an alkaline earth
Magnesium.
Very
as a
good.
cofactor.
Magnesium is the enzyme that all enzymes that utilizes ATP in phosphate transfer requires magnesium as the cofactor. Okay, I don't know much about biology, just this theory question. That is why I selected magnesium, because all other elements I did not see in the biological combinations. That is why I'm going with the magnesium directly.
Yes.
Okay, right. Then next question, Ra. Which of the following is malachite from the following? Malachite is which one? Option CuFeS2 is
For
very good. CuFeS2 is copper pyrites. This I don't know, just it is iron hematite. Then fourth one is CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice. What is the color of malachite ore? Green color.
greenish color.
Greenish color. CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice. Then look at this one. Which of the following series?
Sir, can you show the previous question, sir? I'll just write the formula.
Right, take no problem. CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice.
Sir, actually, this question was asked in the exam, sir.
Yes, even in the
We
Allen.
take the daily exam.
Huh?
No, sir, in Manala daily exams they give, no, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
In that, the option was this only, sir. But instead of OH2, it was given CuO3. So CuCO3 dot CuOH thrice it was given, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Wait. Malachite formula. How much is given? Cu2 CuOH taken twice only, Radu.
Sir, in
This.
that question, it was given thrice, sir. But I clicked on that option only, but answer was correct.
No, wrong. This only correct. CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice. This one we can also take like this. Like how you know? Cu2 CO3 OH taken twice. Even this way also there it is correct. Actually, this only we are writing like CuCO3 dot CuOH taken twice. This only right. Okay, maybe some questions which are already there, that they'll keep it like that. Maybe some printing mistake may happen. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. Actually, writing easy, but the thing is that
Typing is
when we go,
difficult.
the typing is difficult. Which of the following series can see in the visible region? Lyman series, where we can see UV light or UV region. Balmer series,
Balmer is
visible region.
visible region.
Passion
Infrared.
series, IR region. Bracket also
Infrared region.
IRA region. Visible region, what we can see?
Balmer series.
Balmer series. Balmer series, N1 is 2. N2 is
3.
3, 4 and so on. Now come to the next question. The mixture that forms what type of azeotrophs? Minimum or maximum?
Maximum boiling
Maximum
azeotrope.
boiling azeotrophs means positive deviation or negative deviation?
Negative deviation.
Negative deviation from Raoult's law. Which one we can see this? First option. Water plus
water and nitric acid.
we can see the negative deviation. That time it is maximum boiling azeotrophs. Ethanol water,
It's
minimum
minimum
boiling
azeotrope.
azeotrophs. Acetone and carbon disulfide.
It's
Maybe
minimum.
this also minimum boiling. Heptane and hectane.
It's
Ideal
not.
solution.
It's not, sir.
Which one?
Yes,
Heptane and
sir.
octane.
Heptane and
Ideal
octane.
solution.
Ideal
Solutions. That's all. Right, next question. This we'll see tomorrow. We'll stop. Next session is there now for you.
Yes,
Or
sir.
shall I complete this problem?
You complete, sir. This is
Right. Here n value is how much, Ra? 2 I am taking, Ra.
2, sir.
E naught cell is given, ra. Gives free energy, I am going to calculate. That formula is what? Delta G is equal to
minus
minus NF
NF E naught of cell.
E naught cell. Minus NF E naught cell. N value is how much?
2.
2. F value is how much?
96,500.
96,500 coulomb. E naught cell is how much? 0.29 is taken. 0.29 is taken. If you simplify this, you'll be getting minus 46320 joule per mole we can take. In kilojoules, if you take, it will be like minus 46.32 kilojoules per mole I can take. Minus 46.
55,009.
Which one, Ra?
Sir, answer is minus 55.
Minus 55. Minus 55, how it will come, Ra?
Yes, sir.
.24, sorry, Ra. Instead of 0.24, we took 0.29 maybe here. Now if you
This is
change,
correct, sir.
now if you take 24, it will come like
This
minus,
is 1,320, sir.
correct only, no?
Yes,
Minus
sir, now it's-
46.32. Where it is available, look at that. Right, minus 46.32 is available as
Third
option
one.
1.
Option 3.
Option
1.
1.